you your October 2024 market update here. This is Geoff Hyland with the Hyland Group at eXp Realty in Prescott. So we'll look at September. We actually saw values, a small uptick in terms of values for the month of September, 2.27% on average increase MLS wide, a little bit higher in Prescott, 2.98%, in Prescott Valley, 2.45%. So a little bit of an uptick in values basically across the board for the month of September. What fueled that? More than likely, it was the fact that interest rates started to come down in anticipation of the Fed announcement that took place last month. And we saw interest rates obviously as low as about 6.1, 6.2%. And as a result of that, I think we saw a little bit of an increase in demand and subsequently a little bit of an increase in terms of valuation, average price per square foot as well. Some things have happened since then. So we're here in the first week of October, and as you may have noticed, the interest rates have not gone down since the Fed announcement. So many people thought, man, as soon as the Fed made this announcement, we're going to see rates go down. I mean, there was even people saying, hey, we're going to see less than 6% interest and the floodgates are going to open and everything else. Unfortunately, since the Fed made their announcement, we've seen nothing but rates start creeping back up. So as of the 1st of October, we saw rates at about 6.3%. And now a week into October, we just got last Friday the jobs report released. The good news is for the economy as a whole is that 254,000 jobs were added in the month of September, which is great. Unemployment fell from 4.2 to 4.1, another positive sign. Now, unfortunately, for home buyers out there, positive signs like that don't necessarily correlate to positive impacts in terms of your mortgage rate. So as we sit here today, the rates now are closer to 6.6%. On Friday of last week, when the jobs report was announced, we saw in a single day the average mortgage rate go up by over 0.25%. And that is not necessarily unheard of, but it is very uncommon for that to happen in a single day. So what's in store for us as we move forward? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that question. We have to see more economic data before those rates will continue to adjust and fluctuate. What does all this mean? Well, what it means right now is that we're seeing inventory levels locally continue to go up. So in October, we saw October 1st, 1,016 homes for sale. Now I want to be clear. These are site-built single-family homes. So if you're looking at other websites, you might see higher numbers than that. I focus primarily on site-built single-family detached. If you have questions about other properties, condos or townhomes, anything like that, manufactured, that sort of thing, you can please feel free to reach out and we'll give you the data for that as well. But as of October 1st, 1,016, and now that we're just about a week into October, as of today, there's 1,040 site-built single-family homes on our market in our entire MLS. About 530 of those are in Prescott, 220 in Prescott Valley, and a little bit less than 90 in Chino Valley, and then the rest are kind of in the surrounding areas. What does that mean? Well, we haven't seen inventory levels that high since 2016. If you follow us here, we've talked for the last several months that, on the current trajectory, usually the inventory peaks by August or September. I don't think that I can remember in my career, which is coming up on 19 years, that I've seen the inventory continuing to climb in the month of October. Usually it's on the decline by this time of the year. Now, as of today, 1,040 homes on the market. That is the largest inventory levels that we've seen since 2016. Now, when you look at our demand and you divide that into our supply, we're right at a 5-month supply. So balanced market is considered to be somewhere between 4 and 6 months. We're right there. We're at a 5-month supply, so we are not. It's not really. It wouldn't be accurate to say that we're in a buyer's market, and it wouldn't be accurate to say that we're in a seller's market. Days on market, fairly stable, about 60 days MLS wide. Prescott running 61, Prescott Valley 54, and I guess MLS wide is 65 days on the market. So we'll continue to keep you posted as to what we see here in the market. Obviously, we've got some things going on both here at home as well as abroad. And we've got some uncertainty in the economy. And so it's going to be a while, in my opinion, before these rates really figure out which direction they're going to stabilize. Now, if you look at it as a 40 or 50 year average, the mortgage rates right now are not bad. We of course saw rates over 7.5%, approaching 8% in recent times. So a rate of 6.5% is still a very reasonable rate. If you're a buyer and you've been waiting on the sidelines, waiting for those rates to come below 6%, you might want to think long and hard about whether or not it's really worth waiting or finding the right house right now. If you're a buyer out there, and of course we get asked this all the time, hey, what should I do? Keep in mind, there is amazing opportunities for you in the market right now because, again, I'll say it one more time, there's more homes for sale right now in our MLS than we have seen since 2016. That's a lot of options for you. And here's the other thing that I'll tell you. If there's sellers that have their home on the market right now, as we approach the holidays and at some point maybe the weather will start feeling more like fall, those sellers want to sell their home. They're serious about it. Now, the active inventory that's out there has been on the market 118 days. So remember, 60 days to sell. The average home that's on the market right now, 118 days on the market. And here's the key. They're priced roughly 10% above the average selling price of the homes that are moving. That's an average in the MLS. So now, if you're a seller, I'll turn it around, right? If you're a seller and you're going, look, Geoff, I want to get the home sold, we need to take a really good look at what inventory you're competing against. What is out there right now that's similar to your home, that's on the market, and it's really important for your agent to have a very knowledgeable approach and expectation for you so that they know, hey, these are the homes that we're competing against, and if we want to establish that value and get those buyers in the market to choose your home versus the competition, they have to know what's out there that you're competing against. If you have specific questions or scenarios that you want to run by us, please feel free to reach out. Thanks again. We'll talk to you next month.